Is the likes of G2. Great to see new man flameZ performing immediately. Much work to be done on this pistol round, a primitive round of Counter-Strike.
Worth pointing out, ZywOo's stats in pistol rounds this year has been unbelievable. He's got a 1.75 rating in pistol rounds, nearly a 2 KD ratio. So always watch out for ZywOo in the pistol. He is by far and away above everyone else in the world statistically in pistol rounds this year. And this top mid stack is looking very tasty for Vitality right now. The apartments pop could cause an issue to it though.
NiKo trying to figure out what's happening. He spots two. ZywOo, can he get those numbers up this time? Not on this occasion. Air strafing working for G2. Going for the safer. Plant was worried about a double stack, but he'll go for the Vino plant instead. NiKo coming in from the back, and there goes flameZ. P250 doing God's work for NiKo. Drops another one, leaving Apex with not much to do. No Kevlar for him, no saving to be done. Try and do what he can. Heading towards the defuse kit and a smoke grenade. Might not get there, though. It's a nice one tap for Apex. Sees one on short. Knows one's lurking in mid, though. Utility to slow him down. He's got much work to be done. One more on the site. He's got a 1v1 if he can speed up. You can see HooXi behind double stack. He's been found by Apex. He's got a smoke as well. He can go for it. It's a 5-second defuse. NiKo, can he find the angle? There's so much smoke. And there's the headshot for NiKo, stopping the robbery. That was a hell of an effort from Apex, but NiKo will deny him ultimately.
Man, Apex was able to isolate so many fights there. I thought the round was over and done with, well and truly, because this top mid stack was pretty perfectly countered. NiKo even lurking around Boiler, catching players in the back, but he needed that headshot, just about delivers. Explosive start to the map, but it is G2 just about able to hold on for the pistol round win. They have got to deal with the pistols in the follow-up though.
There was nothing more Apex could have done there. There's nothing more at all. Looks like he even sent the smoke to have the middle, not on the bomb. Try and get NiKo shooting the wrong way. Still finds the angle though. G2 will begin well. Close from the very first round. Heading into this B-bomb site. They'll be ahead of that CT smoke. Position lost for Vitality. Now, this round might be a wrap. Once that bomb gets planted, again, classic Inferno, you want to reset this situation in the next round. So damage extremely limited on this occasion. G2 starting to build. But on both these teams, these Desert Eagles are always going to be very, very nervous territory. G2 picked the right box on this occasion. But next round will be dangerous as well.
Yeah, Vitality should be fine to save all these pistols. You see Apex even hands off the mouse right now. Knows that they won't be hunting too hard on the G2 side. The Ts want to make sure their economy stays strong as well. These are two teams who are definitely not strangers to each other. They've played quite a lot recently. In April, Vitality beat G2 2-0. Then 1 month later, Vitality beat G2 in a best-of-1. And then in their most previous meeting, back in June, Vitality were only able to win 2-1. Finally, G2 won a map against them. The interesting thing is, though, in that series, both teams lost their map picks, and G2 picked this Inferno. Ringing that bell, they're having fun.
There's a remix on the replay.
Hell yeah. But yeah, G2 lost Inferno last time they picked it against Vitality, and they really struggled. They lost 12-3 at the half. So this is a confidence pick from G2, going for the Inferno again. Seems to be paying off for them early. We'll see if they can keep it up, though. Still early days.
Oh, NiKo's finding all the angles in the smoke, isn't he? From pistol to rifle. Very focused at the beginning. Promising start, forcing the util from Vitality, what remains of it. Just that flash for Apex then. Plenty of time for G2 to solve this puzzle.
Yeah, it's still utility for them as well, which is going to be hard for Vitality to handle because they don't have much counter utility of their own. It's not like they can try and flash through a smoke if this B play were to come in. Only the one flash available. And no one near this B bomb site right now. So this should be a clean 3-0 for G2. There's always the question of what Vitality are going to want to do here. Do you want to save your Kevlar, or do you want to stick around for exit kills? They'll probably hang around, but I honestly think Vitality wouldn't mind saving the Kevlar here. We know how important the utility can be on Inferno. You need those nades to get the early map control.
There's an argument to try and get a few frags as well, just to keep the T side spending the money. Currently looking for a lurker in second mid. We'll see which option they choose to take.
That's a nice way to funnel them into banana. That smoke on CT.
Yeah, again, the pressure, economy-wise, can be pretty tough if you're looking for your first rounds as a CT in round 4. So some kills could help in the long run if they can find them, but that's looking less and less likely. As G2 continue to oppress. Absolutely ready at the beginning of Inferno.
Yeah, I guess the other side of the coin is... There we go, bit of noise. You hang around for exit kills. Damn, they're going for it. Okay.
There we go.
I think it's HooXi yelling right now. I think they're having a bit of fun with it. There is a little bit less pressure on this match, as the desk pointed out. Both these teams are through. But I think getting straight into the semi-final is a big deal. Especially for a team like G2, who haven't made roster moves. They would have come into this tournament with a bit of pressure on them. They can compete for trophies. Here comes the first gun round. A couple of Vitality players still yet to get on the board. See if that changes now. We've got that AWP out for ZywOo and rifles for the entire team. And here's that bonus round for G2. A lot of weak weapons kept into this one.
Vitality won't break their position. As far as short is concerned, double peek's possible later on. Although I imagine one of them will likely be blind. ZywOo smoked off on long. But they're still creeping on short, and ZywOo's going to re-emerge. They had enough angles to stop that denial of information from G2 on A. Of course, we see banana being taken, though. How do Vitality respond? ZywOo's creeping closer. How deep does he go? We've got nobody in the apartments. He is exposed to that location, but as you can see, he's not really concerned about it for the time being. And there is presence there from G2 also. So they haven't seen much. No one holding angles towards mid. That'll send ZywOo as a third man towards the B bomb site. But in the meantime, heading towards 35 seconds for G2. JKS moving closer to the site. 2 MAC-10s in tow for the squad. And the chain flashes will begin. It's a lot for these guys to do. Magisk will swat HooXi. That's the information for the rest of the team. But Spinks will get the multi-frag. 2 remain. They've got to get that bomb planted quickly. The rotation is on.
Oh, Modessy's picked up a MAC-10 in all that chaos, as he does get the bomb planted on the site safely. He's going to stick with that Deeg instead as he mollies into long. No kit right now for Vitality, worth considering. They are starting to get a move on into top mid. You've still got NiKo, who might be the man set up with that AK.
Ooh. ZywOo down to 14. Big shots from Monacy, leaving flameZ as the last one. Trying to get that trade frag is NiKo. He gets both kills. That's a big one for G2. What an awkward situation for them as well. MAC-10 or the Deagle delivering regardless.
Apex already animated. A little frustrated with that retake attempt not being successful, but wow, the explosivity of these G2 players. That shot from Monacy is ludicrous. And it sets up NiKo so well with the AK. He knew he could be that second man ready to trade the final player.
Even he's almost surprised about that one.
Imagine if he got that kill initially onto Library as well. He nearly got it. Did massive damage.
Yeah, huge damage. Solid start from G2. No momentum anywhere in sight for Vitality early on in this game of Inferno. Plenty of smiles for G2. Loss bonus rising for the boys on the CT side. Had a very big huddle before this game started. All kinds of screaming. Couldn't really make it out. I just wondered if they were all screaming their own home languages. That'd be quite fun.
Yeah, why not? Just overlapping, just absolute chaos. Definitely a map that G2 are looking to make their strength again. They've already beat Astralis and flameZ on Inferno at Cologne. And the win against flameZ was so dominant. It was 16-4. I mean, G2 blew flameZ out of the server. We have got the buy from Vitality, at least what they're able to get into this one. Magisk has that Mag 7 in play. Always interested how those shotguns get used, because you don't see them picked up too often.
Yeah, despite that loss, but that price reduction. A very dry start for Vitality. ZywOo's ADR is currently 9. So this one really hasn't started just yet for the CT side. Somewhat frozen for the most part. A little movement from ZywOo with the Desert Eagle. It's waiting for G2 to make their play. NiKo will be creeping towards that B-bomb site. Such a great player to just watch how he clears the angles as well. He brought his mouse down immediately, waiting for that second peek. Even in rounds like this, where there's not much the CTs can do. Oh, a swing and a miss. Again, just watching the T side clear the angles is awesome. But now ZywOo's in the clutch. Never mind. flameZ and Apex remain. flameZ, no Kevlar and an M4. Apex, Kevlar and a Deagle. Might want to switch that up. But again, what little chances they had, if you can call them that, have mostly gone for this round.
What a start for G2. NiKo 7-0. That is already very exciting. Especially because when he's having a good game, he's one of the few riflers in the world that I think can solo carry a map. There's no one that can do it like NiKo. His entries up banana could be very oppressive because we haven't really seen that B site hit in the first gun round. But that could be a big deal. flameZ, he wants to do damage at the end here. Oh, I don't think it's enough. Not quite. Everyone survives. A nice try. He was trying to be the Dozier nade all by himself.
I think it was a call of nice try there as well.
It's different when you can yell it in person. Like when you see it typed in chat, it looks chill.
Even on caps.
Yeah.
5-0 start for G2. They are laughing. NiKo is 7-0, by the way. He is yet to expire in this series. It's pretty much exactly as it was. This setup wasn't detected, so they will run it back. Has been now. G2 not going to overcommit to this engagement. But what is the play they make? They're immediately going towards the B-bomb site. Are they reading a three-man setup here for Vitality? They're looking to abuse a numbers game if they can. flameZ has a smoke though, running low, but that's a great switch for him too so far. He can try and buy time in this smoke. Dealt with by Hunter, but we've got the rotation now for Vitality. 2 for both bomb sites. JKS holding rotation. Magisk will be stuck on the roof. They know he was there earlier on. Is JKS convinced that he's still there now? Lurking in the apartment. G2 come back towards the A-bomb site. 3v2 situation. Hunter's dropped though. It's a late attempt from m0NESY. He's denied as well. JKS instantly traded, and Vitality are on the board.
That's more like it. Zonic getting excited after that round win. I think the spacing there just slightly off for G2 moving into top mid. Because Magisk was in a pretty uncomfortable position. It's not easy to fall back when you're committed up to the porch. You don't want to drop down and risk being peeked as you drop, especially if you make that sound cue.
It's a very interesting response from G2 immediately seeing the CT on the roof on short, sending it straight towards the B-bomb site. Body language tells that they felt they had advantages to seize. However, new man flameZ had other ideas on this occasion. That smoke certainly helping him out.
How active does ZywOo want to get? Maybe not any further than this. Top mid has been taken in the meantime. Magisk is the man who's tasked with that. The timing's good. Meanwhile, JKS swings onto ZywOo, and now Magisk is trapped between 2 players. G2 explode onto the A-bomb site.
Where did that shot go from ZywOo? I don't know if he was strafing when he fired that. We heard it fire. Invincibility cloak active for G2.
Well, there it is. That did not connect.
Yeah, this is a rough start for Vitality. The CT side of Inferno, 1-4-6 at present. And I think ZywOo will have to be... How can you not be frustrated in a scenario like that, where you fired a shot and just get utterly wrecked?
I think ZywOo would be near the top of my players that it would be hard to tilt, to be fair. He just has this like childlike, almost like naivety, where he just shows up and plays Counter-Strike. It doesn't even feel like it's hard for him. Ooh, these kills at the end, not bad for Vitality. Apex will fall though. m0NESY, oh, that is filthy.
Have you no mercy?
That's a royal wave. He did.
Have you no mercy whatsoever? Very stressful start indeed. flameZ defending as much as he can, but taking away absolutely nothing in that round. Oppressive from G2. And Vitality have got themselves a crap bye in round 8. G2 have to have 0 complaints in the 8 rounds we've seen so far. 7 rounds, rather. This is round number 8.
Yeah, no issues, no real dramas for them. And you have to remember, Vitality haven't lost a map at Cologne so far. They've won 2 2-0s, but that was against OG and Mouse. Maybe Vitality is that top upper echelon level of team to go up against. Here is m0NESY, not ready for the second man. That is the rifle spotted on Banana. So what did G2 think about that? Do they want to reposition, go elsewhere? They are taking top mid in the meantime. As for Vitality, big gamble being taken. They realize their buy isn't great in this round. They'll try to rotate and stack A. There's a chance this could work for some frags, but Hunter sneaking in at the right time. There's ZywOo pouncing. The bomb is still towards B right now, and Vitality, they're retaking top mid control. JKS has to be careful. He'll get 1, he'll get 2. Finally, Spinks trades, and that's all the info they need to pop onto the B bomb site.
Smoke is down on Banana. Will Spinks respect it, though? He could be going CT as well, and it's quite the risk. Refuses to be conditioned by it. Through the smoke he goes. Got a really good chance at a 1v1 here, Spinks, because they don't know where he's coming from. Smoke on CT as well. They're both very low indeed. But they've both got Kevlar. Now they know where he is. No kit for Spinks. G2 won't give him anything for free on this occasion. Looks like it's time for him to pack his bag. 7-1 for G2. The utter lion's share of rounds so far in this game of Inferno.
I think you've got to be happy seeing this level of performance from G2. Especially on their map pick. I think it's really important that they have home maps that they can feel really confident on. This was a nice bait and switch for ZywOo, but JKS, ever reliable for G2, just takes those 2 kills that really make the difference in the round. Not easy to readjust like that, but able to do it in time. Here comes the buy from Vitality. Again, still waiting for one of those rounds where ZywOo really delivers. Meanwhile, HooXi leading the charge up Banana. He will be spammed. Apex able to get that through the smoke, so man advantage Vitality. With how this game has started, they cannot afford to lose this clean 5-on-4.
Vitality can hold the B-bomb site for a while. Spinks dropped his util over there. It's gone back towards a change up in formation then on this occasion. And a very good start as well. Speaking of good starts, flameZ has been getting some frags on that B-bomb site. He's been good for a multi-kill, win or lose. Dry peeks from G2. Apex holding a very tight angle. Both teams trying to outmaneuver each other, staying alive now. And there's flameZ to trade. There's the bomb. HG's flying through. Now the CTs can slightly reposition. Smokes up and flameZ can disappear. 2 remaining. They need to do damage at least. JKS through with a flash. 1 more in CT. JKS. Okay then. 1v3 for Magisk. He knows one's on the site. Got 2/3 of the information, Magisk. ZywOo is still on the A bomb site for the time being. They can't see the bomb, I presume. Oh, he spots the elbow. Not given enough, though. 27 seconds. He's found his 1v1. Magisk! ZywOo closing the distance. 20 seconds coming up banana, but Magisk has no idea where he is. He's got 2 shots in the magazine and 16 seconds to figure it out. ZywOo keeps going, though. Passing that car position. He's got all the sound cues in the world. The Molotov is there. He's got the fountain. Through the molly goes ZywOo, holding the angle. Has he been heard? I don't think so. Just about making it. Magisk making a very scary round. It's an expensive one, but they'll finally find a round vitality. Not too late to make a recovery, but only one man standing. Will that be enough?
There's just something about Magisk and that B site of Inferno that makes every round seem winnable. flameZ didn't feel comfortable sitting behind that pillar, but that jump peek for info from Magisk was beautiful. To be able to land that first shot, then he readjusts into CT. Unfortunately, just didn't have the info onto ZywOo. And definitely important for Vitality that ZywOo steps up there, wins that clutch for them. You can see Zonic taking the second time out already. That's how stressed Vitality have been early in this one. But ZywOo, so far this year, he's been the highest rated player on Inferno in the world by some distance. This is an uncharacteristically slow start for this man. This year, he's had a 1.46 rating on Inferno. That is ludicrous. So even though G2 have got off to a good start, I don't know if they're going to be able to keep ZywOo down forever. And maybe that's the first glimpse of things to come for Vitality.
Vitality could actually put G2 on NiKo in this round. And there's still a chance to lead at half-time. Their economy is also brittle, of course. Having lost 4 in that round prior. So this is an important round for both squads. Lots of potential to build.
Yeah, G2 are going back to this A site, and they found a lot of success here in prior rounds. Really need to see a step up in performance here on this bomb site from Vitality. And this time they do have ZywOo on the site itself. This is apartments pop.
Back to long. ZywOo's moving back to the bomb site. Magisk will get to, at the very least, there's the bomb spotted. Will deliver the third one. This is where the comeback begins for Vitality. But there's more to do. NiKo is waiting in that smoke. Magisk falling off. They can limit the risk now as Magisk stands top mid, gets deleted. And NiKo's got 45 seconds, won't last long. Everyone standing for Vitality. G2's money is broken. Now they can start to take control.
High-level Counter-Strike just on an individual basis right here from both these teams. Magisk, currently the highest-rated player on CT side at this event. So good in these anchor positions. And for G2, this round just really relies on that flash and also hoping that the CT setup is not really that focused on the apartments. You know, maybe if Magisk is a bit further back, it's not going to be as easy for him to hold. But he was playing counter flash. He was playing so ready, playing anti-flash with his back turned. As soon as he hears it, he turns back. And he gets multiple kills on the hold, and that really puts a stop to the round for G2 before it even begins. As you said, that economy not there for G2. There is that NiKo hero AK, but remember, NiKo was 7-0 earlier in this game. It's gone a little quiet recently. This would be the round to step up if he could do it.
Will they commit to securing banana? Looks like a chance for NiKo. He's flashed in. Doesn't see any elbows, though. There's some information for it. Oh, that's a bad miss. And he's forced backwards, and Apex will punish the mistake. A rare error from NiKo. Just too close to the edge of the molly, and that has to be monstrously frustrating. Again, we know how good he is at clearing the angles, so for that to happen, the impact of that is dramatic.
We've all been there. For some reason, sometimes it's just so hard to extinguish those mollies. But yeah, that is poor time to make that mistake. Damage would still be nice if they could find it.
They have no Kevlar. They'll have to be quick with that AK. So again, Vitality could lead at half-time.
No nades against ZywOo's AWP here either. Could be a cleanup.
Nice shot and fade away. Spinks post up for the off angle. Confident to leave flameZ alone on the B bomb site with the Gilol, and Spinks will clean up the rest. Vitality, it's their turn to grow in confidence then and take control of this match. Money's rough for G2. JKS and NiKo, their economy is kind of broken, so this might not be the strongest round for the team in the lead. Advantage Vitality once again, but oh god, what a calamity on Banana. Apex taking advantage of that as well.
Yeah, listen, we heard Maniac on the desk. Oh, a little frustration from NiKo. Makes sense. But we heard Maniac on the desk have some questions about this B setup for Vitality, especially when you're bringing flameZ into the mix. He was worried there could be some weaknesses between flameZ and Apex, but I think they've done a stellar job in some of the recent rounds. Coordination has looked solid. Apex has come in with some flash assists, which is definitely one of his strengths. This time they're going to go for the Banana, taking its entirety, and again that flash comes in. Flame somehow gets a second. Finally Hunter trades, but Apex swings wide, and now that B bomb site is wide open.
Another multi-frag from flameZ, this time not enough. Overwhelming odds with the T's, they just keep coming. On the conveyor belt, taking the bomb site, 3-on-3 retake. There are HooXis, however. Hunter better run for his life.
Wow.
Dodges the first one. Magisk will be on the way with another one. Smokes for the CT. Is that going to pull? Is it going to pull? Goodbye, Hunter. 2v3. Still a dangerous run for Vitality. Good angle for JKS. Got to look away from the flash, though. And there comes ZywOo to get the info for his team at the very least. But where's that last man? They've got a kit, but can they find HooXi? Hiding in plain sight. Does he peek eventually? Starts to look up. Can he find the angle? Spinks looks the wrong way. HooXi is out there. And very vocal indeed.
Another wave from the G2 side. HooXi was having a pretty quiet game, but very often he throws himself in first in tough positions. This was so good from flameZ, but once Apex swings here, it gives away that ability for them to get into the B site. And then, I think Vitality just assumed if HooXi was down in pool, he would have peaked sooner. He would have done something sooner, so they overlook his position entirely. A great example of how positioning can win you the round. A hard-fought round win for G2, but they've got their 8th. And NiKo will put that pressure on Banana again. Ooh, a bit of damage done. flameZ finds him in the smoke. And now G2 may feel pressured into going into this A bomb site.
flameZ fighting tooth and nail over towards B. JKS manages to hop into the pit, and Spinks is dropped in the meantime. Chances for G2 once again, 4-on-4, and they've got great position. But ZywOo is lurking almost close to that flick, but HooXi will continue to give him bad stats. Is there anything left for G2? Sorry, for Vitality in this one. The 3 remaining have very small odds to survive a retake attempt here. A few pieces of utility, getting nothing from it. Apex will continue to show presence. We can see that Magisk has already fallen away with his 2 HP. And I would imagine the rest will do the same.
Has to be a save. And that's a real shame for Vitality, because you get NiKo out of Banana. Again, NiKo has been really silenced in recent rounds. He's gone from 7-0 to 7-7. That was the move he tried to make, just a little too much. But Spinks wasn't able to turn away from the flash in time. He got blinded, and you see the difference that makes. Remember the earlier round when Magisk was playing in the apartments? He was playing anti-flash, he didn't get blinded. It allowed him to get all those early kills. But instead, Spinks eats the flash, and that means they can filter out through the apartments. Suddenly it's all those different angles. And it's a couple of cheers again for G2. At least the save will subsidize a buy for Vitality. Have to be good at saving on CT Inferno. It's actually a very important skill on this map. When managing the economy, you've got to know when you can't go for those retakes. 3B early for Vitality this time. Do we see them try and take that banana control again?
Much flame on banana, and it will continue from Vitality. Oh boy, the combo. Wow. NiKo is having a frustrating game despite them leading by 5. Had a few situations we won't be happy with on banana. Well-timed combo from Apex there. The kind of start Vitality needed. Continuing to pursue though. flameZ drops to Magisk, and they have 0 position on this B bomb site. In they go. Hard read from G2. They'll flow into the bomb site. Nothing to be done for Apex. No mollies, no HGs for the CT side. And oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Wasn't expecting that angle to be held. Not often you see that happen, but here we are. Vitality will be way more frustrated than NiKo is of these proceedings.
Saw Apex in the background of ZywOo's player cam there, looking really frustrated. And who can blame him? They basically didn't get to play this round, despite again taking NiKo out at the start of it. I mean, fair play to Magisk. The first shot on banana was very good, but at the same time, flameZ jiggling maybe a little too wide, gets picked off early. And then Apex just completely oblivious to how deep Magisk is into that bomb site. It is 10 for G2. They consider hunting at the end, but Vitality allowed to save those guns.
I wonder if that was a communication error. The way Apex was swinging there.
Yeah, that's the first time that B setup has looked really off for Vitality. And it's a shame because they can't afford to lose many more.
That's such a nice peek from Magisk.
Yeah, really well done.
But then he gets the second one for free. Very nice indeed. NiKo, please at the end of the round. Yeah, that's got to be comms. He is so frustrated. 10-4 in favor of G2. Could have been closer, but G2's will is greater than a comeback attempt from Vitality on this occasion.
Last round of the half, so Hunter picked up that AWP initially to hold for angles, but back to the AK for the round proper. Still have not seen any big moments from ZywOo. Bottom of his team with 5 kills, 29 ADR. So rare to see ZywOo have such a quiet game.
We know he's very good at solving CT positional puzzles when he's on the T side. So one would imagine his best is yet to come. Wouldn't be hard on this particular occasion. Top mid swing from G2. Denial of information begins. Magisk and Apex on banana as flameZ finds himself on long now. Wow. And he delivers once again. Change of position then at the very, very late on. I wonder if it is based on that previous round. Either way, shows promise so far. There's jump peeking from bottom of banana. Does NiKo understand the threats that might be closer?
Oh, apparently not. Magisk able to get the trade, and there's ZywOo finally getting involved. Magisk and Hunter will look to find a way back, but Hunter falls. And Magisk needs something crazy to have a chance here. That will settle it. 5 rounds at the half for Vitality. Still not great for them. G2 out in front by some distance, but maybe still doable for Vitality. We'll find out if they can come back into this one after the break.
It's something that he's helped afford his team in several occasions here. We've been talking about his prowess in the openers. Nealon hasn't bought, so if there's any utility that Ash wants that's lacking,
Right.
he could buy in here with a Galil or something lesser to make sure that they can accommodate that. But they're talking here as a unit, so if a player has a good spawn, and no, it's Inferno, it's not going to be as impactful as other maps. Maybe they want to operate with one of their special moves if someone feels that they're able to get it. This is where you like your players to be able to chip in. Oh, they haven't been doing this halls, or they haven't been applying pressure here. I can get away with this space. And that helps you as an in-game leader decide, hey, can we maybe find some wiggle room in the middle of this game? But double AWPs now on the CT side. Perfecto and Shiro to try and close things down with the big greens. Should be quite direct towards A here. They're not vying for any banana control. Crossfire top mid, Buster and Shiro about to be tested.
Has to be one hell of a flash. Perfect. Shiro doesn't need him because Buster's done it all. He gets 2, he's trapped short, but there's a lot of support here and Game of Legion's 10th. Doesn't look like it's happening here in the first half unless Volt gets more of that. Clears out Buster, tags up Shiro long side. Smoke will delay.
Perfecto ditched his AWP.
Yeah, quickly. Not interested, and that's a fight that, ooh, leaves them both wounded. NiKo will go wide to finish the job, and costly exchange, but yeah, the game is back on. You've still got a minute.
And Electronic hasn't pushed down banana, so that does become a possibility, or at least a thought in their mind. NiKo continuing on this wrap.
It looks like NiKo's going to be the next contact point. Hobbit just averted his gaze. Trade required. Does pluck him out of the air before he descends. Oh, and Shiro, lovely. Not falling for the strafe. Puts Isaac into a one-on-one while traded. Electronic to B player. Isaac to climb up clutch for the 10th.
This is the problem for Electronic here. Isaac could have gotten off to anywhere right now. He's just responded. The bomb's down. Isaac doesn't know it. He's worried about Electronic being close.
Oh, gets the jewel. Electronic gets the info though, and now Isaac perhaps going to start overthinking as Electronic just hides out in Moto. Information confirmed and still hasn't hit the taps. He's still got half a magazine. Electronic hard target to hit. Oh, and Isaac does hit that tiny pixel of Electronic. It's 10-5. Game of Legion here to play today and playoffs on the line.
Vitality trailed by 5. Not coming into this one as awake and alert as they might have liked, but there's still time, plenty of time to turn things around. Let's see if their pistol stats can improve, because we had a great run from G2. Chances for a comeback thwarted by G2, who lead by 10. But it could be worse. Can it get better for Vitality immediately? They'll certainly want it to be as the pistol starts on Inferno.
They need this one. And ZywOo does get Kevlar with that P250. We're talking about his success in pistol rounds previously. This would be his moment to step up because they need this one. 4-man A stack for G2. Hunter ahead of everyone, looking for information. They're not really holding for him, but this could be false information here from Hunter. He has seen nothing, while Vitality have snuck into top mid. I think the smoke might start to give the game away as they move up long, but long is wide open, and this split to B looks like the perfect call right now.
Monesi's heard many pair of legs in that long position. Doing something about it, though, is a different scenario. Apex.
Oh boy.
We'll hear all this rotation and have a look at where the teams are going. ZywOo gets a big one top mid, and they are just getting outmaneuvered. Apex is basically trolling without doing anything. He knows one is in mid. Does he reveal his position though? The Stampede is on the way. He's good enough for that, going for the 180. That's just great work from Vitality. Just having a listening device in the mid position and getting the bomb site relatively uncontested. 3 on 4 as G2 wonder where Vitality could be. There's so many positions they could be holding right now. They've got a bait set up. Oh, JKS with a great one on the bike. But will they expect Magisk? Especially with a teammate under the balcony. JKS dealing with it. HooXi, he's got a kit. He's got a smoke grenade as well. JKS looking for the ace in the meantime. Looking so fast in every direction. One more to go for JKS. He's the last man standing. He might not get the defuse at this point. flameZ griefing in the pit under the balcony. 3 kills for him in the round. Vitality take the pistol. That was a nervous one towards the end. JKS charging through. But Vitality did what they needed to.
Yeah, initially, Apex was basically a human UAV, just getting all the info on the minimap, telling his teammates to go back to A. This was brilliant from Apex, but then These shots from JKS were stunners. I didn't think he was going to get peeked from pit, in all honesty. I thought they might just wait for those short players to come up and try and, you know, crunch them in that choke point instead. But he got given a couple of opportunities, nearly made the most of them. Vitality just about hold on.
Some random trivia on the much older version of Inferno. If Apex was in that same position, the radar would have revealed that he was there, actually. Before you get to the edge, for some reason you would appear on the radar, even though you're not showing. Not true on modern Inferno. Although this one, it seems, may soon be old as well.
Oh, I like the idea. Trying to get those nades going in case there's anyone boosted. We do have a stack in place from G2, and we have a couple more smokes available to them. So Vitality have got to make sure they figure out the stack that's in place in this round. Ah, that smoke won't deny Apex. He pounces through it. Now Hunter could be in trouble. Hunter, so good with this CZ. I feel like he popularized this with a lot of other players, with how many plays he was able to make with it. We won't get to see that in this round, though. Vitality have outmaneuvered G2.
We can at least appreciate how clean his setup is with that CZ and those gloves. That aesthetic is fantastic, honestly. Can we just take a moment and just appreciate the style that Hunter is bringing into this game of Inferno? This is wonderful.
It matches like the G2 theme as well, you know?
It does, yeah.
Beautiful.
He's really thought about this.
Hell yes.
Tuxedo indeed.
A true gent. I mean, you can't go wrong with black and white, realistically. All right, this is...
You could go wrong, and you could look like the penguin from the old Batman movie.
Yeah.
So there is a way. Like, if you try really hard, you can make it fail.
It's almost impressive at that point to mess it up.
Yeah. You put so much effort in it, and it's still gone wrong. Congratulations.
That's a unicorn round. Everyone's surviving. Don't get those too often. Of course, G2 wanting to make sure they have the chance to do damage and compete in this next round as well. There's always the mind games when you know that both teams are coming into the next round with the exact same buys from the previous. Like, do G2 go for that same 4-man B stack again? You're almost tempted to. You almost want to see if Vitality call your bluff. I think Vitality will likely send those MAC-10s in again for information.
NiKo and a Desert Eagle. So many stories written, so many more to come. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Mostly good.
I've got to remember, like, NiKo started 7-0. He's now 8-10. Like, G2 have been winning rounds, so it's fine. But he has not been having a good time of things individually ever since the start of this map.
As long as the job gets done.
Exactly. It's a team game.
That 10-5 scoreline will be a job well done.
Wow.
Things will already feel dramatically different.
Vitality might lose the coin flip this time, running into the A stack.
Oh, it's a great start from Hunter. Going forward now, flashes are here. Flames will deliver, bomb's been spotted. G2 going, fishing, JKS drops, but the numbers game will work out for the T side. ZywOo, a resurgence. He's been in a Lazarus pit after that first half. Getting some bonus frags in this round. 1 HP Flames delivering. NiKo with a Desert Eagle. Will just be looking to be offered something, it seems. Those old Mouse stickers on the Blaze. What's the history for NiKo as well?
Maybe the best Eagle play of CSGO history, or one of them, when NiKo was on Mouse. It's kind of hard to actually call the best Eagle play. I mean, the happy one is so iconic.
Yeah, NiKo's got so many, though. It's just a regular output for him. Regular output. Ooh.
Oh, God.
That neck might need a bit of adjusting.
Get that man to a chiropractor. flameZ was on 1 health, so he'll make sure to get away. He's fine. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, UMP.
Speaking of unicorns. Actually, Inferno's one of the better maps, in theory, to use the UMP, considering the damage drop-off. Not quite Dust 2 ranges.
Yeah, ZywOo showing what he can do with it. Nice burst. Bit of extra cash for him. You can't be too frustrated in these sorts of rounds. You're not going to get the full tilt. Here comes the buy from G2, though. This was a map that was looking quite convincing for them, but now it's a little closer. 10-8, only 2 rounds in it. Big opportunity for G2 here in this gun round. They want to fight for apartments. m0NESY misses his chance. JKS decides he just has to drop back, but Spinks is still searching for him. JKS just about back to safety. But a good start for Vitality.
Looks like it's G2's turn to have problems then on the CT side. ZywOo's got himself a stolen AWP.
Double smoke on A-Long. Not quite according to plan for Vitality, but it'll get the job done as they move into top mid. And the main thing is they have the right read right now. JKS would need a monstrous hold.
He's got some multi-frags already. But there's no distraction to be run by anyone else.
Wow.
ZywOo will punish him. That's the round over, as is common on Inferno. They just don't have the position. There's nothing else to be done. That is quite the nerd angle from Magisk, though. Trying to make the round more oppressive will certainly do that. Losing that third man does make a significant difference to your options when you begin the next one. $200 between m0NESY, JKS, and HooXi before the loss bonus comes through. G2 having problems then. If it's going to be a mirror of what we saw in the first half, with the CT side getting smashed, then G2 might be quite concerned. Might be a bit less screaming from them in the rounds to come.
Have to think we might see a timeout coming soon from G2. This has not started well for them. That opening move failed. Bloody hell, NiKo.
Always a pleasure, NiKo.
Still goes down, though. No AK save. That's a shame, because that could have been...
Yeah, the baton has been taken by Vitality as far as the vocals are concerned. It's their turn to drop the bars versus a silent G2. Rare miss from m0NESY.
I feel like just because of m0NESY's like flicking style, he has a few misses in there. Maybe the consistency will come with time. Oh. Hello, ZywOo.
God, he is smooth, isn't he? He's a well-oiled machine. Gliding into position. No stress with that frag. NiKo spamming with the Desert Eagle though, but he will be sent to the space program. Big threats dealt with. So we're looking at a tied scoreline now. Pedal to the metal firmly for Vitality. They have all the momentum in this second half. T-dominant game of Inferno is what we have seen. But can it be different for G2 once the buy comes back?
Yeah, it's also worth saying that 4 of G2's 10-round wins have come down to 1vx situations. Remember, you had that clutch from HooXi, the 1-on-2. NiKo's had to win a couple of 1vx's. So even when they were winning, they were tight rounds. And maybe that's why Vitality have been able to come right back into this. It's got out of hand real quick. We know that ZywOo could do that on Banana.
Honestly, man. It's like he was power sliding into position there, ZywOo. How can you not love Apex? Honestly. We've got smiles on both sides, which is good.
Apex spreading joy.
Plenty of games to come as the score is tied. 5,500 average for the G2 squad. A timeout from them. They're second in this game so far. Feels like the second stage of this game is beginning now. The strength from G2 at the beginning. The comeback from Vitality. Now as the loss bonus rises for G2. We get into the last third of the game. Things will become more serious. Nobody wants to start this on the back foot, 0-1.
This is normally where I might expect someone like NiKo to make a play on G2 and to try and get them into an early advantage. But it's not always easy to do that on Inferno, and he's not having his best game. Oh, big nade down mid. Damage done to both Apex and ZywOo. Nice start there from Hunter. Silent boost up into the apartments. See if flameZ decides to try and spam that boost or not. You can spam through the wall, but he just dry peeks. m0NESY not ready for that from Boiler. That's a brilliant shot against the AWPer. JKS will try his luck on the hole, but flameZ finds him. Explosive round from flameZ, who runs up through short. He's trying to help Spix onto the site, and flameZ is still going. One more man, flameZ with a quad kill entry onto A. What the hell is that?
How can you not love this man on Vitality? Wonder if the comms were there as well. The trade frag was on a different player. Got to keep eyes on the kill feed. Spotting that fourth one just in time. We saw a bunch of multi-frags from him in the first half, defending that B bomb site, looking even more dangerous with the AK-47 and the freedom of the T side, and he's hunting for that ace as well. Protect the VIP, that's flameZ on this occasion. Looking for that 5K. Honestly, a solid addition to the Vitality squad. 21 for 11 is flameZ. Such an aggressive player, so fast as well, so twitchy. Apex spots, and I don't think he's going to be peeking again. Just baiting, but Magisk robs it. Dude, can you see? You can see the blood pumping through his face.
I feel like Zonic in the back was like, hey, yo, chill, man, chill.
I love it. This is what competition is all about. We saw it on Cadian's face when Heroic were playing. You can see it on Apex as well. This means something to these players. Honestly, his blood is pulsating through his face. Like, he's just got to take a breath and just reset.
That is crazy from flameZ.
Oh, I love it.
The fights just kept coming, just one by one. I didn't expect the duels to continue.
He'll be denied on this occasion. m0NESY with the hero AWP. Man, I'm still thinking about what it means to Apex, especially the frustrations. You know, he wears his emotions on his sleeve. The way he was so frustrated at some rounds in that last half. New man delivering the goods. Super happy with that.
HooXi cycling smokes to try and keep Vitality at bay. There was a gap in that smoke. Maybe not. Either way, HooXi nearly took some shots there.
Misleading the audience, Walker.
I'm a liar.
Clock is ticking, and that's in G2's favor because Vitality have problems to solve. They've got top mid to take. HooXi will take that last smoke grenade towards that B-bomb site, so it'll be the numbers game for G2. JKS's angle will be so important. That's fantastic as well. He's always a problem from that position, running the distraction and looking for him. NiKo and m0NESY deliver, and just like that, the floor is wiped, and Vitality go missing.
Yeah, not even a great buy from G2, but you got that ult from m0NESY. Barely any other primary weapons alongside him, but he gets that opening pick into mid. They do enough to deny the B play from coming through. And then these crossfires are always sketchy on the A site. That's the first pick. And JKS, the timing is sublime. And m0NESY doesn't have many nades up against him, so shots that he's always going to be favored in. This game really heating up now, all tied up. Magisk thinking of going for the entry on Banana. And HooXi might take the fight to him here. Oh, Magisk hasn't been cleared. HooXi finally turns back. Man advantage for now, but Vitality might make their move on A.
Top mid is taken. How do you respond? m0NESY holding long. He's in the arch position. Lost his position for the time being. The smoke is here as well. flameZ pulling it out a second will give some extra steps to the CT side. m0NESY able to get to library in time. But the numbers game is here in that short position. The smoke makes it awkward for Vitality. 6 rounds in a row. They've got plenty of money, but it's being drained fast by G2. They're coming for Spix. The knife, m0NESY. Outrageous behavior from him. 10 survive for G2 in these last 2 rounds together. Style points for m0NESY. The hubris is fantastic. The back and forth in and out of the server is awesome that we're seeing right now.
I feel like it's plays like that that sometimes have m0NESY the Simple comparison. Because that's the sort of thing Simple used to do. Just go for the knife, why the hell not?
Come to talk to you about your car insurance and takes a kidney in the process. Frustrations are back for Apex, but they've got the money. They can still fall by, they've no issues there. But they've had 6 rounds in a row, sharply, promptly, violently, brutally shut down now by G2. Momentum has disappeared again for Vitality. In the backs of their minds, it might feel somewhat like that first half once again. But that can be solved with the AKs. Therapy through violence for Vitality if they can make it work in round 24. 3 AKs for G2 though, that's not a good sign, man. There's too much talent to give the CT side AKs.
And so many ebbs and flows on this map. Vitality starting with 6 T rounds in a row. Now G2 bounce back with 2 of their own, in large part thanks to m0NESY. See if that AWP can keep it up, or whether Vitality can find a way to deny. Ooh. Look at the nade. Oh, and they tried 3 back and they do nothing to G2. It was a triple nade to sandbags, and so NiKo immediately moves into that position. Safe that there won't be any more nades there.
Sublime utility usage. Crikey. So much done already. And no one has seen anybody else yet, really. Still trying to make their way up towards top banana. And HooXi's on the way, running down Speedway. He's got some util he can give his teammates. Might be lining up for a flashbang. NiKo is positioning himself. Nope, falling back to the site. Never mind. m0NESY is still here. This is going to be explosive, but who comes out on top?
They're boosting.
HooXi disappearing again, it seems. NiKo delivering the first one, and there will be no trade. Can he get to the bomb site in time? He's got the AK out, collects 2, the hunger buster for HooXi. But the job's not done just yet. Spink's making his way through. CT has been smoked. And Hunter will elevate. Patience paying off. Bomb is dropped. flameZ in a 1 versus 3. Make it 2. Hunter dropped through the smoke. Trying to create space with the molly. Going behind it as well. Punishing HooXi for going ahead. Great read from flameZ. Planting by the fountain now, but keeping an eye. He's given a chance for JKS. And he'll deliver that headshot with time dying in the round. They inch past this time, G2, but they keep going. 3 in a row now.
The new addition flameZ looks so scary on this Team Vitality roster, but not meant to be. JKS just about keeps his team on top. It was so important that NiKo comes in there. That boost would have been really awkward for the AWP of m0NESY to deal with, but they still got double killed. And then for a second, I thought HooXi had committed too early and maybe cost his team the round. But JKS again, the stable player who always seems to deliver for G2 when they need him. 3rd timeout taken by G2, as they are now 3 rounds away from winning their map pick. It's got a lot closer than they would have wanted, though.
It's taken 4 rounds to clear out the Vitality coffers. This could be their last buy if they are unable to find success here. Both teams around 70% on Inferno. This is the pick of G2 though. Very fast moving into the apartments. NiKo and HooXi get aggressive on banana. HooXi's just sending it through the smokes. He's trying to get that information again. He's the expendable man for the squad to allow that rotation to come through. That's a big frag. flameZ got so many kills in this game so far. Nothing left for him to do in this one though. 23 for 15 as flameZ. m0NESY on the catch-up at 17 frags. JKS 18. He's been a multi-fragger as well in this series so far. 4 players around this A bomb site while HooXi tries to buy time, but Magisk has taken his face off. That'll pull NiKo towards B. He has a flash. That's about it. 4 on 4. Delaying the push for the time being. There's no peek with that flash. What is the read for Vitality?
I think they're a little lucky Vitality didn't have a smoke on these B players, or they may have just committed to the bomb site. They may commit anyway. without the CT smoke, they're still searching for this fight. They figured that HooXi was alone on Banana prior, but NiKo gets the timing right. Still ZywOo ready to trade. And it's m0NESY now whose turn it is to rotate over, but the smoke of Spinx is arriving. He's not going to be able to do anything here on towards the B-bomb site.
20 seconds. No one stopping this plant from happening. G2 making their way towards B, it looks like. They've got some cash, they've got some kits, and they've got m0NESY with an AWP. Spinx gives up the 1v1 to the AWP. 3v2 then. Apex made a step. Hunter's heard him. They've got half the info. They know someone's Banana. Oh, this is collapsing for Vitality in the worst way. 1v3, ZywOo coming through. He is so blind and deleted. They've got the kits and they've got the round as well. You have to wonder about that peek into CT with m0NESY rattling off AWP shots.
Yeah, fair play to m0NESY. I think he's almost like trying to bait the peek into him by taking that first shot. And Spinx actually falls for it. He thinks, I'll get established on the angle, but at that range against the AWP, it's such a risk to go for this fight. You knew it was an AWP there holding. m0NESY's ready. And then the utility on the retake, so effective. m0NESY coming in with another flash assist.
The step from Apex as well. With only 2 players, they know one's Banana. So much went wrong post-plant for Vitality. So much. They get the bomb plant. The bomb plant is so crucial for them. It gives them a decision to make, and they're going to opt for the buy. G2 looking very strong in Inferno now, delivering in the clutch moments. That was their 4th round in a row after 6 from Vitality. That run feels like it was many moons ago now for Vitality, but they're not out of this one just yet. Really got to start turning things around because G2 are just 1 round away from game point.
Let's get it. Molly down mid from m0NESY. It's 3B again from G2. They've been looking for this Banana control, and they've been finding it. In the previous round, didn't quite go according to plan, and oh, the burst through dealt with by Hunter. No support, but the nade so close to finishing Magisk off entirely.
Oh my days.
And NiKo's still got that Banana control. They see that's clear. They should be ready on this A side of the map.
HooXi's off immediately. He's got a smoke as well. See if there's a way for him to use it. No one on long forward at the time being, but he'll get there relatively unchallenged. m0NESY knows there's problems on short. There's a crossfire of sorts for the CTs. Great flick onto flameZ. JKS is in the pit as well. HooXi coming in to run distraction, and all the frags are going the way of G2. They cannot be stopped on the A-bomb site, and they'll find game points.
Great round there from G2. First, you get that initial Banana control, but it's all about NiKo's recommitment into Banana, especially after they throw those 2 nades. He figures, okay, I'm going to get this info. And it was so important he made that move so quickly back on Banana, because that's the only reason HooXi rotates over so soon. m0NESY able to dodge the nades, HooXi able to hold the apartments, makes it a lot more comfortable for m0NESY on the site itself. And then JKS is 1 man too many from the mini pit. Top fragging on 21 kills. That's NiKo swinging Banana early and falling out of the round. That's a gun that could be recovered.
Seen more than 1 round in this game where the second CT's been dropped on Banana as well. There are still 2 more here on this occasion. Hunter dropping. m0NESY's got nades. Will they be pushing through the smoke? HooXi eating the flashbangs, and he's going to eat some lead as well. Down he goes. m0NESY and JKS remain 2v4. m0NESY could still fall back if there are smokes up. JKS on the A-bomb site. They're going to give up on this one. HooXi, Hunter, and NiKo have got money, which is less than great, being polite about it. Vitality backs to the wall. They need a flurry of rounds here with little to no error.
Oh, Spinx just tucked into Arch as that flash came. Wonder if he can put the puzzle pieces together and realize there could be a player close by. m0NESY playing a dangerous game here. He will hit the first shot. That might be enough to keep him safe now. Able to fall back to the A-bomb site. Vitality won't hunt quickly enough.
They don't want to lose too much here themselves either. 3 rounds then for Vitality to force a comeback. 3 opportunities for G2 to take their map pick of Inferno in regulation. That car position has been very troublesome for all CTs concerned in this game of Inferno. Such a big match between these teams.
Yeah, it's just so great that flameZ is having this level of performance so soon on Vitality. 25 kills. A lot of people were very excited when this move was made. It just felt like it was going to fit nicely. And when he's available for free, how can you say no to someone like flameZ onto your team? Do a lot of work as an aggressive rifler. Looks like it is clicking right now. But it's still not enough right now for Vitality on this map. G2 with a decent lead. Vitality trying to take it to overtime right now. Still got that buyout from G2. They've been starting 3B on the majority of their rounds. That will be the case again in this one. They're not challenging Banana as aggressively this time.
Yeah, people talk about the Cloud9 roster moves being some of, if not the best, but flameZ for free is likely to be up there. Should he have been for free is a different question. A great opportunity seized by Vitality. 3 rounds need to be seized by them now, otherwise they are donezo for the first map of this series.
Had this similar setup from G2 earlier, where m0NESY and NiKo only got 1 kill between them when they were both facing Banana. They're playing a little further back now, but NiKo wants to go in.
Takes one in the face immediately. m0NESY able to trade. Can he get around the corner in time? He can, but HooXi gets deleted. That's an awkward peek for m0NESY. Very, very awkward indeed. There's no reasonable way for him to try and get a kill there, and they will push him. Hunter is here, though, to help him if he can, but all he can do really is spray, and surely m0NESY's done for. He'll fall to the flames, but not before he drops ZywOo. He's kept it close. Hunter's committed to this bomb site. Oh, they're rotating,
JKS.
but have a look at JKS's position. He's going to get all the sound cues. He could even find 2. Does he swing on these players? The bomb's on the way. They're checking. Apex will deliver. Nothing is taken for granted. They've got the time to check, and they'll do so. That is a big moment for Vitality.
They almost lined up there. That could have been devastating if it went wrong. For a second, you thought JKS had the round in his hands. But Vitality don't overlook the possibility. Is there any way Hunter thinks about this? No, not now. What a shot from Spinks on the turnaround. Vitality take it to 13. And now G2's money is in an awkward position. I think they've got a half buy. They have to play for round 30 here, unless they can get some miracles done with the weak buy.
All of a sudden, things looking quite uncomfortable for G2. It's like both teams are sitting on leather sofas covered in thick plastic. Unable to settle, constantly being compromised with things like that. Big deagle shot from NiKo. Been waiting for one of those. This round isn't for free, despite the weaknesses. And again, to go for a late play and they haven't thinned out these numbers, then it could end in catastrophe, this map of Inferno. Nothing is for granted, to be taken for granted here by either of these squads. Vitality clearing out the top Banana position. But where is the stack? That's the big question.
Yeah, it's not like you have a Mac 10 you can send in first to be the information gatherer in this round. In general, Vitality, I feel like I've had a pretty decent read in these rounds as to where the stack is. And this time it looks like a similar scenario. How much does that smoke do, though? Because NiKo is getting information. If this slows them down long enough, the rotate could begin, but I think Vitality want to go through this.
Oh, HooXi's in the pool now, trying to avoid the flashes. So blind, he's not going to have any space. Surrounding this bomb site, there'll be time to plant the bomb. But this is a bonus round for G2. Yes, they've got an AK onto NiKo, but he could certainly use it in a 4 versus 3 where the bomb is surrounded as it's planted. There's a smoke for ZywOo. If he can find an angle to use it, really scary to pull a smoke out at this point. MoneyZ drops first, NiKo creeping in pull, dispatched off handily. Vitality surviving the test. Maybe hearing the tag onto JKS. Again, he can just try and take some guns away here. Not sure how much it will matter though. We are going to all the rounds then. Great pre-fire attempt there, but it is round 30 on the way. Vitality hanging on till the very end. What situation will G2 be bringing into this one? Money's good for the most part, but can they close it out?
Got a little scary with that flank from NiKo. I was wondering if he was going to use that smoke in towards Ruins or one of those other angles, but he went for the front sight smoke. That was the first shot. Disgusting stuff. And now they'll have the full guns to work with. MoneyZ's had a good game. He's got that AWP out. Yet again, G2 putting early emphasis on Banana. Trying to deny these entries from ZywOo, perhaps. Nades going both ways. Molly forces the T's to consider if they want to fight for this. NiKo will tuck back for the time being. Meanwhile, these two players in apartments, are they really going to go for fights here? They're going out into the open. Two players backs turn. Vitality with 2 entries onto A.
They're starting to believe. 4 versus 3. No flashes remain for G2. They've still got the fragging power. Moving together now as a unit, but Magisk has got a very oppressive angle. There are more smokes of Vitality as well. 2 kits for G2. Found some util smoke to create some space to find a way forward.
Oh. There's just no way in. You're stuck behind smokes. This has got overtime written all over it.
HooXi 1v4 then. We'll need the round of his entire life to find a way out of this one. Not finishing off flameZ, and we are headed to overtime. A very stressful game, especially for Vitality, but they have forced their way back into it. And it is absolutely not too late to find peak Vitality now, because it has felt advantage G2 in many of these rounds, but they haven't done the job.
4 in a row for Vitality to take us to overtime. And that push out of the apartments, it came in conjunction with a molly from short, which forced those CTs back into those players. It was a big risk, but one that paid off for them. And now they get to try and continue with that T-side success they ended regulation with. 1st to 19. G2's map pick hangs in the balance, and MoneyZ doesn't get the kill, but Spinks gets a team kill instead. What a disaster.
Top mid taken by Vitality. They'll feel some urgency to make something happen out of this. Apex sees the elbow in pre-5, but MoneyZ's got position as well. 4 on 3 for G2. They'll send NiKo into CT spawn. A little back and forth, but he'll be heading to bolster the defenses on this A-bomb site. HooXi left alone towards B. We'll have to be very careful. No one's there though. MoneyZ dropped. There's a chance for Spinks moving deep into that short spot. JKS with the elf angle, NiKo with a crossfire depending on who pushes first. By the double stack pre-5 from JKS. Very successful, fruitful in fact. He's only got 9 HP now, trying to stay alive, but ZywOo's on the way with a HE grenade that doesn't quite hit the spot. Bomb planted while JKS is still in the pit, continuing to show presence. Nice nade from him. Down to a 2-on-2, a flash for HooXi to swing maybe. Making his way forward, but Magisk is ready for it. Now becomes even more difficult. First round goes the way of Vitality, and Apex is very happy with that. Hard fought 4 rounds, and they're in the lead.
So many small moments in that round, but it's really Spinks sneaking up through short. JKS jiggles to try and get info, and that meant MoneyZ had no clue that Spinks was so far forwards. That got them the free entry towards the A-bomb site initially. And then JKS, he stayed alive in pit for a while, but his teammates were falling on the site. And Vitality hold on and get the lead. What a game this is. MoneyZ thinks about something through the smoke. Can't find it. Do they boost him up? ZywOo was holding. MoneyZ jumps up to his death, to his doom. He didn't realize ZywOo was so close. And HooXi needs to stay alive now.
Prompt action from ZywOo on Banana. A name we haven't really mentioned that much in this game so far.
Nice nade.
Yet another meaty nade on Inferno from these squads. That might help. There's footsteps heard, plenty of them. HooXi's in trouble now. Molly in front of the smoke. He begs them not to push. NiKo on the way. He's got no support flashes though. flameZ on the barrels. Up he goes and down goes HooXi. JKS soon behind as well. Spinks punishes him on the A bomb site. The trades continue towards B. 4v1 for Vitality. Molly for NiKo. So much action in this game. In overtime, Vitality 2 for 2 on this T side. A second win for them late on. This round's not done though, and this is a question of focus as well. It's overtime, the second round. Someone like Magisk has got $11,000. He has no reason to leave the bomb site. Oh, NiKo starting to move, but Apex is ready for him. 2 for 2 for Vitality.
Yeah, that clean entry on Banana is just such a difficult thing to overcome there for G2. I'm not exactly sure why G2 weren't ready. I guess the molly was down, but ZywOo had time to get close before that. They hadn't used that much utility to deny him on Banana. And that lack of awareness ends up being costly. 2 rounds already for Vitality. And HooXi's even stuck with an MP9. G2 needs something here. They have not been winning T rounds. They've lost 6 in a row on their CT side. They can't afford to go without a single round into the second half of overtime. NiKo back on Banana this time. Oh, the lineup's perfect, and he gets back safely.
Almost gave ZywOo a haircut. Magisk is here to trade, but so is HooXi. That's important position. Numbers game is even now. 3-on-3. Lost looking for Magisk, but he's got great support from JKS. Everyone trying to make plays based on what is happening. Fast-moving game. Vitality, 2 remaining, heading towards B. HooXi is here. He's got the info and util. He can hold position at the very least. JKS on the way now. HooXi will drop them. He'll fall to the flame. ZywOo in the clutch then. 1 versus 2. Big nades continue down to 14 HP. But he's alive. He's standing, and that's always going to be a problem. 1 versus 2 for ZywOo. Trying to solve this puzzle. m0NESY and JKS slowly moving forward. Is he on the site? Or is he at Coffins? Is he in the pool? A few places ZywOo could be. Clock is ticking. Only JKS has a kit. He's the man who has to defuse the bomb with m0NESY covering with the AWP. It has to be that way. Heading towards the site now in the smoke. Easy 1v1 for ZywOo. Maybe m0NESY could pick up the slack, but he hasn't found a kit. Looking for it in the smoke. He'll find it, but it's too late to get around. 3 in a row for Vitality.
The Apex war chant after the round win. They took so long to get towards that bomb. ZywOo, ever patient, never overextends, never gives away the information too early. And that means they have to guess where ZywOo is positioned. They don't cover it on the correct angle. Easy spray just before the smoke blooms. He gets the spray going. And m0NESY starts to panic because there's such little time. ZywOo stays cool, and Vitality only need 1 more to steal away G2's map.
3 chances at robbery, and flameZ is back to his shenanigans on the CT side. Where he's got 1, he's often got 2. NiKo's angry though, and that's a problem if you're Vitality. Moving through with the AK-47, trying to avoid the flash. Eats a big one though. That'll delay for a time, but maybe not enough time. Spinks is rotating. He's got no util though, and flameZ will be deleted by NiKo. Forcing G2's way back into these rounds.
That's what G2 needed. Tactically, they weren't winning rounds, so NiKo relied upon to get the 2 entries. And there's not even a great amount of utility for Vitality. Oh, that kill really should secure it. Molly from Magisk. Maybe he'll try. It doesn't look like they're even going to go for this one. So finally, G2 find a round win after losing 7 in a row. 4 at the end of regulation, 3 in overtime. They're still in this.
Some stats padding there for NiKo with that last kill. First 2 entries though, oh so important for him. First test is passed. They've been in higher pressure situations before. Just another day in the office for G2. If they were to lose this in overtime, after the strength in normal time, they'll be quite frustrated. We're placed in the semi-finals on the line for this series. Loser goes to the quarters, takes the longer road. Starts lower on the mountain to the top of Cologne. Here we go again, single up on both sides.
ZywOo will reinforce that B bomb site this time after NiKo was allowed to take those individual aim duels a little too easily.
Wow.
Molly's exchanged.
It's a great molly from Vitality.
Two players were in top mid here for Vitality. They might need to consider how much they want to commit to this position. That incendiary very well timed. That means Apex will be able to rotate. So after the previous round where Apex and flameZ couldn't hold B, ZywOo will try and take the position, but NiKo doesn't care who's on the other side. He's still going to hit headshots.
NiKo has been unleashed in overtime.
And the problem is, it's just one man. It's just NiKo putting all that pressure on Banana, sucking all the Vitality players towards him. The rest of G2 could go anywhere they want. It looks like they might go into the stack.
Sometimes it takes a whole team to defeat NiKo. This might be one of those occasions. 40 seconds remain. Will they fire?
There's only the one molly for G2. They can't clear all these positions on the site. This could get real uncomfortable.
They've got 5 players though. As long as they trade, then they might be okay. 27 seconds on the clock. A promising grenade, but it's all about the frags. NiKo moving towards Paul, spotting one by the pillar. That's flameZ, and down flameZ goes, and Apex Pink's doing what he can. But there's 16 seconds to plant this bomb, and nothing for Magisk to do. Numbers abuse from the T side. Textbook stuff works to a T for G2 in this round.
Yeah, well done by G2 on the spacing there. I was a little worried about the counter utility, like the flash. You saw how blind some of those G2 players got, but the Vitality players weren't really in position to make the most of that. And those smokes were enough to cut off some of those CTs from establishing those massive crossfires. They just got so deep into the site quickly enough. And now it's Vitality who have had 3 map points slip away from them. Only 1 left. It was G2 in regulation that was struggling to close. Now in overtime, it's Vitality who are having the same issues.
2 very well-matched teams at the pinnacle of Counter-Strike. Trading back and forth, but this overtime half has been a story of NiKo and entries. Now we see a difference. We did mention an AWP on either side in some of the rounds prior, but Vitality will mix it up and Spinks will pull out a second scoped weapon. Can this take them by surprise then? NiKo's been an issue on Banana, and it seems that ZywOo will be the answer as far as Vitality are concerned. Heading straight into that grenade from NiKo. It's a promising start. NiKo's always delivering the headshots though.
Yeah, NiKo was doing such a good job at just making sure every fight he took on Banana was basically like a headshot height angle where he's almost only seeing the head, and that's where the AK is so favored. I think this time Vitality don't want to give him that chance.
He's gone back to get more HEs from spawn as well.
Might as well. You have the ability to now. Just over a minute remaining, and Vitality are doing a good job at holding utility this time round. Both flameZ and Apex with full sets of nades, and G2 still aren't doing a great deal to bait those out. The only downside for Vitality is this is a very passive setup. They really have no information as to where this round is going to end up right now.
Yeah, this is a completely reactive setup for Vitality. They won't be seeking any information, just responding to the plays from G2. ZywOo's rotating over though. Going back to the B-bomb side, actually. A dry peek from Spinks. What in the blazes is that? Spots the bomb in long. 27 seconds. No info towards Banana. They don't know if it's a wrap or not, but Magisk is maybe figuring it out. This is game point for Vitality, and there's 20 seconds. NiKo is stuck on long, and that rotation is coming through. Tag onto Magisk. Down he goes, but a bomb's been lost on long. That's going to be the round. m0NESY 1 versus 2 has got to find these kills. Can he find the bomb in the smoke? He's going for the kill, so he's so close. 1v1. flameZ is out of there, and Vitality will take the first map.